Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to a brand new COD mobile video. Today's video was actually meant to be on the new SMG that was previously released, which is the ARJ56. But after trying over and over with this gun, changing loadouts and just trying basically everything, I have come to the conclusion that if this gun doesn't get a buff, I will not be using this gun. Yeah, I'll just basically be doing the top 5 assault rifles in season 12, cause why not? Since my last top 5 assault rifles video, a few guns have been changed, so a few guns have either been buffed or nerfed, so probably we'll be seeing some of those on this list. And also in the last video, a lot of people were complaining that I wasn't putting the loadouts, I was just doing this and that. So in this video I will be putting the loadouts. So if you are new here and you would like to see more videos like this, please be sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We are almost at 9,000 subscribers, and hit the bell beside the post notification. Make sure it's on all and not personalized. Also guys, I can emphasize how huge of a deal it would be if you just go ahead and hit that like button. It helps out the video a lot when as it relates to YouTube's algorithm, and it only takes 1 second. At number 5 we have the HVK, and honestly I wasn't even gonna put this gun on this list because personally from my point of view I don't like to use the HVK, but I have seen people use it and it's pretty good. I think I have tried it like once. It doesn't really suit my playstyle, so I don't really like using the HVK. Alright, so the HVK was actually one of the least used weapons in the game since its release date, but since about season 10, COD did add a new attachment to this, which is the large caliber ammo, which did increase the damage, the limb hit rate, and the range of the HVK, and this was just huge for the HVK. And this is arguably what makes the HVK what it is right now, because everyone that uses the HVK that I see use the HVK in rank right now is actually using this attachment, so it's pretty huge. Personally, as I said, I don't really like the HVK. It is a pretty fast killing gun, though the fire rate is fast and all that stuff, so overall it is pretty good. So check out this loadout that I have made for it. At number 4 we have the BK57, and never in years would I expect to see the BK57 on a top 5 assault rifles list. However, I have been enjoying it so much since season. COD actually did buff this, so the two changes that were made to it this were the recoil was reduced and the range was also improved on this. So the main problem that I had with the BK57 was it had such a heavy lateral recoil that it was almost unusable. So COD did kind of tone down the lateral recoil now, so you will still get some lateral recoil after a few shots out of the BK, but overall if you do put on the right attachments then you should be pretty well off with this. And so the thing about the BK57, it's actually a very heavy assault rifle, but the damage that this does at close range can match up to almost any SMG. If you did see my video yesterday or the day before, it depends on when this video comes out, you would have seen how I was just shredding Rust 79s and QQ9s with my BK57. As I said, I have been enjoying this so much. Fire rate is good, the recoil is what it is firstly. So COD did actually nerf the lateral recoil on this, but they did actually turn up the vertical recoil, so you can just put a strike foregrip on. But anyways, let me just show you the loadout that I have been using for it if you did not of course see my video. At number 3 we actually have the Manowar, and this is actually one of the most consistent guns that I have on this list. It has been on almost every assault rifle list that I did do so far, and I can hear like a lot of people complaining already, like why wasn't the rust higher or why wasn't it lower or whatever. But the rust, in my opinion, is a pretty average gun. It is a 3 to 4 shot kill, however the fire rate is a bit slow, so if you go ahead even miss a few of those shots then you will be in trouble. The ADS speed is also pretty low on the Manowar, so that is something that you should also work on. The Manowar actually started shining in season 10, season 11, when that random recoil was a bit more easy to predict. When the Manowar was just released, it had like such a weird circular recoil that it basically could not be controlled. In about season 10, COD did nerf the lateral recoil a bit. The recoil is not as wide as it was So as I said, this gun actually has a lot of advantages, but with the advantages comes disadvantage. So firstly, it is a 3 to 4 shot kill. This does absolutely well at range. It's still a 4 shot at range, which is pretty good. Not a lot of guns can do good at close range and still do good at long range. However, the Manowar is also pretty good, and it also has some drawbacks. As I did mention before, it has a very slow ADS time, and even though the recoil was nerfed, the recoil is still a thing on the Manowar. And if you cannot predict this circular recoil, even though it's not what it is, and you miss a few shots, then you're gonna be in trouble because of the slow fire rate. But all in all, it is a pretty average gun. At number 2, we have the DRH, and I don't really think I need to go into this too much because we all know how OP the DRH is. I don't remember if it was nerfed back in season 10. I'm not quite sure, so I won't really say it because I don't want to be inaccurate, but I don't think it is as good as it was at the release date. But this is pretty similar to the Manowar, where it is a 3 to 4 shot kill. It is pretty decent. The fire rate is slow and all that. The damage is high, as I said. It's a 3 shot kill, so obviously this also is one of those guns that is very versatile, so you can use this at almost any range, mid-range, close range, and you will get a few kills at long range. The reason why I actually put this above the Manowar is because in my opinion this is more versatile than the Manowar, and also this takes less skill to use than the Manowar. The recoil that this gun has is pretty easy to control. When I am using it, I don't even realize that there is any recoil. Alright guys, before I actually get into the number 1 assault rifle for this season, in my opinion, I want to say a few honorable mentions, which are the Kane and the LK24. I'm actually really sad that these couldn't make the list, especially the LK, just because the reason why I actually love the LK so much is because it is so underrated. Not a lot of people give the LK the credit it deserves, so these are actually 2 pretty good guns, but unfortunately they could not make, I just could not see where on the list I could put them, but they are actually 2 pretty good guns. And I know that if I didn't put this message right here, then I'd have a lot of complaints in the comments. And finally, at number 1, we have the ASM 10. And funny thing is, on my last top 5 assault rifles list, this gun didn't even make the list. And when I actually checked the comment for the video at the time, everyone was telling me that the ASM 10 is the best gun and I should use it and blah blah blah. So I went ahead and used the ASM 10. I found such a great build for it, and then I don't know if a lot of people know about this, but this is pretty much the best assault rifle in the game right now. It could possibly be even the best gun in the game right now overall. The only problem that I have with the ASM 10 is it has a very slow ADS speed, but I did kind of balance that out with my build. It doesn't make you move as fast as other assault rifles or obviously SMGs overall. I'm not gonna say this gun needs a nerf because it is not currently being overused in a rank, and I think that this, along with the chopper, is the most annoying weapons right now.